Hey guys, it's Jackal. Got a game of Seatown, and this commentary is about the distinctions in playing Halo Reach versus Call of Duty. And I say this because they're two games, pretty much the two games that I play. I go back and forth between two distinct groups of teams that I play the games with. And I gotta say, at least, these days, I am feeling a lot more love for Call of Duty. And I think, let me start with a couple of the major differences. First of all, with Halo, there's this whole concept of shields, which makes it actually quite hard to kill a guy. Like, you can be picking this guy off, fire 5, 6, 7 shots into him, he's still not dead. Whereas with Call of Duty, you just turn on the your automatic gun, and in like 3 shots, maybe 4, he's dead, and that happens literally in tenths of seconds. Whereas in Call of Duty, the shots come out a lot slower, and it could take on the order of I think maybe 5 seconds, 7 seconds to kill a guy. So you're talking like an order of magnitude longer to get a guy. That's with if you're using your standard weapons that are defaulted. Another huge difference with Halo is that they have the concept of these uber power weapons. So every map, when you start the game, everyone starts with the exact same weapons. It's either your normal weapon is either a battle rifle, which is slow firing but longer distance, or an assault rifle, which is not good for long distance, but it shoots fast, and then a secondary, which is usually a pistol. So everyone has the same weapon, but every map has a few of these power weapons. These would include things like a rocket launcher, which is pretty much a one-shot kill. There's also a shotgun or a sword, which are all similar close-range one-shot kills. Sniper rifle, which is a potentially one-shot kill on the head, 2 shots most, that's a kill, and it can shoot from very far away, usually from places where they have a hard time finding you. So a lot of times with every map, the game starts off with everyone rushing to get these power weapons. And that, of course, then forces the fight to happen where these power weapons are. But the other thing that is I find sometimes really frustrating is that ye who have the power weapons win. I mean, it doesn't matter how good your skill is, but if they have a power weapon, they will beat you. And I just find that to be really frustrating because, if you're playing a team where the other guys were really coordinated, they all get the power weapons, and you have none, you're pretty much hosed. You've got very little shot of breaking out until you can wait for them to run out of ammo or they make a mistake. Now, a final difference is also this concept of something they have armor abilities in Halo. And the deal is that you can choose a loadout each time you die and then respawn. You can change the loadout, but the loadouts are either you can sprint, you can deploy a completely invulnerable armor for a limited amount of time, or you can have a jetpack to fly, and then the last one is it's a cloaking thing. Oh, and then the other one is a hologram. But the armor ability I find to be incredibly frustrating. So I usually run with sprint, which is kind of what most people actually not most, but that's what the default is if you don't select anything. But this armor lock really completely changes the balance of the game as well. And the worst part is that when you're playing, you have no idea when you're engaging in a one-on-one battle. You have no idea which armor ability the other guy has. Because here's the thing, if you have armor lock, you can you're completely invulnerable when you deploy it. So if a guy shoots a rocket at you, he punches you, he shoots you like crazy, zero happens to you. The other thing about the armor lock is that when you come out of it, if anyone is close to you, it deploys this EMP, which will completely drain the shield of anyone who's close to them. So if I do not know you have an armor lock, I'm engaging with you, I'm shooting you, I go up to you for the final finishing punch because I've completely drained all your shield, I'm about to kill you. And what you do is all you have to do is just armor lock quickly, unarmor lock quickly while I'm beside you, punch me once, and you've killed me. So the balance has completely changed to where I had you in my sights, I shot you first, I drained all your shield, you're just about dead, to all of a sudden you kill me a complete, like someone with full shields and full health. And I find that really frustrating. I suppose if they had an indicator to show me that the other guy had an armor lock, it would make me feel better because it would allow me to change my play style. But you have no clue about what they have. There have been so many times where I even have a superior weapon. I've got the killer weapon like a rocket launcher or a sword or a shotgun. But they time it so that they armor lock just as I'm attacking them, blip me, and then I'm dead. And it's just really frustrating. So none of this is in Call of Duty. Call of Duty, the only thing is as you level up, you unlock different weapons. But honestly, the differences between the weapons from what you start with to what you gain are not that big. They go from, like, you know, an assault rifle that you start with, the M4. Maybe it's like the effectiveness of being like a 6.5, and then like the best one, which I use is the ACR, is maybe like an 8. So it's not like you are having a huge difference from someone who just started the game, who has nothing special, to someone who's been playing forever and has every possible weapon unlocked. Doesn't happen. And that just really makes the game a lot more even. These perks that they talk about. So Halo's got these armor abilities. They have perks which you choose, which are things like you have the ability to run longer, you have the ability to reload your gun faster. These make a little difference, but they're not like massive game changing that's the only reason that I lost that battle is because that dude had that perk. In general, if I see a guy first and I get a shot off at him first, I'm going to win the engagement. It doesn't matter what kind of perk he has. It doesn't matter what kind of gun he has. And I just find that a lot more gratifying. I don't know if maybe you want to use the term fair, but it just does seem a lot more balanced. And lately with Halo, I've just been ending so many games just being really mad and frustrated about this balance that it was a game, it was a battle where I definitely felt that I had the win, and it's suddenly completely reversed. Even though tactically I saw him first, I crept up on him, I flanked him, doesn't matter. And that just like really makes it, takes away a lot from the pleasure of playing a game and feeling like you should be rewarded for being better in some area of like reading the radar, knowing the maps, being able to aim faster, things like that. So I just gotta say that this is my little rant about why I've been rather frustrated with playing Halo lately. It's going to be interesting to see how much this changes with Halo 4. If Halo 4, you know, they don't have armor lock, but they do seem to have some kind of shielding armor ability. It will be really interesting to see what they do to try to change the balance. It feels like Halo 4 is trying to be a lot more Call of Duty-like, and in that aspect, I'm wondering if they will then try to copy a lot of the things they do with Call of Duty in terms of the balance and having, you know, uber weapons that make all the difference, that only those who run to it first will have it, and then they will completely own anyone who's much better but has an inferior weapon. It'll be good to see. So it's not much longer to wait for that, and I've definitely got that on order, and I'm going to definitely play it and check it out. But I don't know, if they don't change it up, I might not be playing Halo as much. Anyway, that's the game. I had a pretty good one here. I went 35-4, and hope you guys have a great day. See ya.